Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Donjuancho casting another StarCraft 2 match. And this is another one from Reddit where people posted. I said, hey, post a replay. I'll try to help you out, give a little analysis to it, and cast it at the same time. So in the top left, we have Hako, who submitted the replay against VenomQc, the Terran player. So we have a Zerg versus Terran. Metagame right now, everyone's been talking about it, new queen range, and that changes the matchup a good amount. What you don't see as much is you don't see the Hellion play as much because it's kind of hard to stop the creep spread with the buffed queens. So Zerg tends to get more queens out also, which means tons of creep spread, which I highly recommend. Very highly recommend all the creep spread. And then you can, I mean, they're just good. You can hit your injects, you can do transfuse if they try to do something crazy, and then you can have them for later too. For instance, you can get like 10 queens or 16 queens, run out with some broodlords and just transfuse them forever. It's pretty cool. So let's see. I hope so on this map I would really like to see a 15 hatch. It's so big. I'm not a fan of this map just because it's so big. Usually these matches go for so long. Look at that, we have a 2 racks. Even then you can fast expand and get away even if they 2 racks you. If they proxy 2 racks you, that's a different story, but still really go 15 hatch. They can't really do that much unless you want to put pressure on, but I don't know, not a big fan of that. Tough to put pressure on the Terran. They can easily just wall off unless they're going for some sort of fast expansion, then you can. But alright, that's good. So taking the hatch right away, I do like that, and getting the pool out. So let's see if our player Hako gets his queen. I would have liked if he waited on the Overlord. He would have had more minerals, could have started that queen a little earlier. But I understand, don't get supply blocked, that's good. So I like this. I like seeing this matchup. We have a 2 racks against a fast expand. I'm kind of surprised. VenomQc he really should be putting on some pressure right now. That's why you do a 2 racks, is that you have to put on pressure. You have to do some sort of damage. Unless he's just trying, I still don't know about this. It looks like he's going to go for some 3 racks pressure. I mean, you can just scout this so easy. You come up here, you see 2 racks right away, but there's no add-ons, so we're going to see how that plays out also without any add-ons. Hako, he's just droning up. This is a good thing to do. Just keep droning. And it looks like somewhat interesting. You got to keep these minerals down. Keep them down. I think get another queen here. Queen, bada bing, bada boom. A little too defensive here. Get out some lings. Put one at the watchtower right here. Put one out front. Yeah, spine crawlers do take a day and a half to build, but you can wait. I'd rather see, instead of getting these, which are much more defensive, get a couple more queens. Seriously, get 6 queens out, transfuse left and right while you get out some speedlings. So right now, no gas. Hey, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Whoa, way oversaturated right here. Way oversaturated. So take about, what was that, 5 of those drones off? Yeah. So as a Zerg, re-rally. It really is as any race. Just re-rally your drones. Once you get to 16, once you get 2 rows, boom, re-rally them. It's just not as cost efficient. Okay, looks like we have a move out here by VenomQc going off his 3 racks, and now he's putting on a factory. So it does look like he's playing somewhat standard, just maybe the timing is a little bit off. Hako's going to have no problem. Hako's going to have no problem fending this off. With a tiny bit of micro, maybe get an inject, or get a, well, he's not making Zerglings though, and he's not supply blocked. I'd make a couple of Zerglings right here, but I think he still should be fine. Just don't lose that queen. Pull that queen back. Ooh, good. Nope. not quite. Still two spine crawlers, enough time for him to, yeah, look at that. Yeah, can't even take out the one spine crawler. Really pull back. If you see that you only have 8 guys, just pull back. Wait for your tanks. That's Terran. Just wait for your tanks. Wait for your siege mode. If you have this, you should. If you have your tech lab. So whenever you get a building, whenever you get anything, have a purpose for it. You just get a tech lab here, but there's no stim going on. There's no combat shield. So whether to get stim first or combat shield depends on when you get the starport. If you're not going to get the starport for a while, I recommend getting the combat shield, because stim you want to heal from it, so you need the medevacs. But VenomQc, he does wisely. He expands while he attacks. A very veteran move right here. So it looks like interesting play. Moving to the Roach Warren. Generally don't see that too often. Wow, he has just tons of drones. Let's see. Yeah, he has way more drones than he needs. He should definitely transfer some down here. Maybe take another expansion. But you know what? I like that he's droning a lot. Just learn not to over drone. Don't. You're kind of going overboard, but that's way better than only having like 8 drones right here. So that's good. Oh yeah, so back to the Roach Warren. Generally don't see Roach Warren play too much. You can do it. It can be good in the mid game. Late game it's very weak. And unless it's you're going up against mech. If you're up against mech, then you definitely want some roaches. Looks like we are supply blocked right here, and he's going to make 3 overlords to help him out. That's not too big of a deal. It seemed like that was just for a short time. So as a Zerg, just expand down here, and as Terran, you want to be getting drop ships out. And again, why this should really be a reactor and not a tech lab. What type of research are you going to get? You're not going cloaked banshees or anything like that. It's just not needed right now. Standard, you can get out. Just do this. Marines, tanks, really got to push out. For Terran, very crucial. You got to push out early, because Zerg is strong late game. Zerg is very strong. Once you get infestors out and brewlords out, it's very tough to stop. So I think he could just move out with this, but you do have to be careful. You don't want to be caught on the creep without being sieged. But right now, Hako, he has no creep spread. You really need that creep spread. Look at that, not even in between bases. So yeah, that's that right there. Creep tumor, drop a couple of these. That's why you have all the extra queens. Oh, look at that. He must have heard me. This is not a live game. I'm not coaching right now. This is just replay. Yeah, definitely expand down here. Your Zerg, you should just take expansions. Okay, how are we doing over here? Yeah, again, too many. I like to have 2.5 rows if you have gas, 2 rows if you don't have gas. No upgrades right now. That's not good. The upgrades are so key in this matchup. I can't stress that enough. Making sure that your Marines are well upgraded is going to help out so much. Working on that stim right now. That's a good play. Not sure why the armory is out. If it's not getting upgrades again, if you have it, get upgrades. You should probably take that guy out. So it looks like we're just kind of building up right now. It looks like each player is just going to macro. I think Zerg has a pretty big lead right now. And you know what? I think this is really bad getting roaches, but this is the entire macro thing. You know what? Even though he's getting a unit that's not the best unit, I think he's going to roll him because he has so many more. Let's just take a look at army supply real quick, if I ever know how to do that. Let's see here. Control A. There we go. Yeah, so army supply, look at that. 35 more army supply and much more workers. That's going to be more income. Again, get 3 bases at least. Get at least 3 bases here. So right now, Zerg, you want to attack, and you want to attack out in the open. If he is sieged up right here and you're attacking up into a choke, Terran can beat you. It's very tough to beat Terran when they're just sieged up and camping. You want it to be like right here, and preferably not sieged up, and then you want to attack from at least 2 angles. so maybe like side and bottom. But again, look at the supply difference right now. I really don't like roaches here. He hasn't scouted at all. If he did, he could get marauders, and marauders and tanks would just rip through these guys. Venom needs to siege up right now. You just need to siege up. And so the thing is, to deal with Marines, you really need something that does area of effect. I do like that the infestation pit is coming out. That's great. Banelings, okay, watch out for that A-move stuff. Ooh, I really like that. I really like getting in here from behind, but he's got to siege up. If he hasn't sieged up, that's huge. Come on, he's on the creep. If he's on the creep, just run and surround. Oh, especially that he's not sieged up. Run in there. There we go. There we go. He's not going to siege. Oh, don't even worry about it. Okay, looking good. Looking good. Just imagine a couple of banelings running in here to clean up all these guys. If not, it's sort of close, but oh man, 2-2 upgrades. That was really smart by Hako getting the upgrades, and I think he might have waited just right until those finished. So that is very good. Terran's taking a third base, but he has no army, so hopefully Hako is smart, pushes back with his. This is a strong mid-game army, but just really tend not to like the roaches. They aren't super strong. Well, they're kind of even with Marines until the Marines have the medevacs, and then once they have that and some tank support, it's just too tough. But hey, good playing by Hako. Expand a little bit more. Venom. What did he do wrong? Well, he didn't get upgrades. I felt like he was a little bit late on his expansion and sieging. You got to siege up. And honestly, he could have attacked a lot earlier. I think, when he saw that army, he didn't add on to it that much. Maybe a little bit, but not a terrible amount. And hey, that's just what Zerg does. Zerg gets a whole bunch of units and kills everything. And that's good. That's the strategy. Yeah, he had more drones. That's usually what it comes down to. And right now, yeah, the game's over, but just take an expansion. Hey, just take the expansion. So that'll wrap it up. Thanks to our two players. Thanks for submitting it. This is Donjuancho. Check me out on YouTube. Me and my partner Brobit cast on there under the Donbot channel. So check us out.